Hello and welcome to Industry Spotlight with Creative First. Our guest today is Pritul Kumar, Joint Secretary Broadcasting and Managing Director, National Film Development Corporation. Pritul comes from the 2000 batch of Indian Railway Traffic Service, a prestigious Group A civil service cadre of the central government. Previously, he was the Joint Secretary Films at MIB and Executive Director Computerization and Information Systems at the Railway Board. Pritul, welcome to this discussion.
Namaskar.
The Mumbai International Film Festival, popularly known as MIF, has had a strong focus on the genres of documentary, short films, and animation. These segments have seen significant growth in the last decade. How has MIF impacted this segment, and what are the future plans for this platform?
First of all, thank you very much for giving us this platform to speak. And the Mumbai International Film Festival, erstwhile it was called the Bombay International Film Festival when it started in 1990 by the government, and then the film division, which was an organization under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, used to organize this. The vision of the government before behind starting such a festival was these used to be mostly the non-commercial, non-theatrical release kind of segment of the cinema, which needed a much which had to be supported by the government in a much more prominent way. So we thought not just including them in the International Film Festival, which happens in Goa, but having a separate festival for this genre of films, so that the voices of documentary and the animation and short films don't get lost in the broader commercial films. So that is how it all initiated, and I think that vision is being followed now also, with the government trying more and more to increase its international exposure. Like I'll tell you, the last year the films which participated in MIF were 30, the countries which participated. And this time that has increased to 59, so almost double number of countries are participating. So that's one, reach has increased. And besides that, MIF is also now focusing on the documentary filmmakers not just getting to showcase their films in the festival, but also get a sense of business in the festival. So this time we have also started, for the first time, a documentary film bazaar in this Mumbai International Film Festival, which I think will be a very, very healthy ecosystem for the documentary filmmakers and the associated platforms and stakeholders who can come and interact with them.
Tell us a little bit more about the documentary film bazaar.
So this is the first time we are having it, and especially the verticals of co-production market will be there. So out of the received entries from across the world, we have selected 16 projects from 10 different countries will be pitched in this. So they will try to find out buyers, distributors, co-producers, and six films we have included in the work in progress section, which will just not be looking for buyers and distributors, but they will also be mentored by the film bazaar's chosen mentors for editing and the final cut version. So we'll be actually working on their film and helping them finish it properly. Apart from that, we will also be having a bouquet of films, more than 100 films in the viewing room, where the sellers and buyers from across the world can view these films, the finished cut or the semi-finished cut of the films. The festival programmers from across the world can select films from here and they can take it back. And after that, we also are having an open market arranged of for buyers and sellers. So that also will be organized as a part of this document film bazaar. And I'm sure that the kind of success the original film bazaar in the IFI has had. Last year we introduced documentary as a section, and we included only five films in all the components. But you'll be happy to know that most of the projects pitched there have already found buyers. Like two, we are confirmed that they have found buyers, but the rest of them are also in active negotiation of finalization of this thing. So it is a very, very good platform where the filmmakers can put their content up for look up internationally. B, also I would say that not just the filmmakers but also the film students can utilize this ecosystem to participate in it, attend the master classes, panel discussions from the eminent filmmakers of this domain, and sort of get a nudge of what is happening in the industry and sort of see the films which are being played in the festival and find out what is the level of international films, and then that helps them evaluate their own work, get ideas for doing better work. So that this MIF, this Film Bazaar inclusion, will go a long way in sort of also preparing an ecosystem where documentary films will also start getting funding. In fact, I'd also like to add one more thing. One very important thing which we have added this year in the Film Bazaar itself is that we have identified that the documentary filmmaking can also be supported through the CSR funding, the corporate social responsibility funding of the corporates. So we have had a 2 hour long session where we have selected some projects of environmental and social causes, which are on environmental and social causes, and they will be pitched to these big corporate houses, and then their representatives who look after the CSR funds, and we can try to do some kind of a matchmaking that the corporate takes up the responsibility of funding these documentaries, which would have a far wider impact than actually investing into a small little project, a physical project. And this documentary can carry the voice and also can do a lot of brand enhancement. So, as you'd be aware, this year a film called Manthan, which was made on the cooperative of Amul, was there in Cannes also in the official selection of Cannes. So that was this also reflects that how the corporates have been also traditionally taking up, but that was more by their own choice. So we want to sort of do matchmaking here in the Film Bazaar also.
MIF is in its 24th year now. What are its key contributions to the broader industry in India and its representation internationally?
So let me start with something which is really hot right now. That India, after such a long time, has got a major breakthrough in the Cannes Film Festival, and our talent Payal Kapadia, who's won the award at Cannes, she has been twice winner at the MIF. In 2016, she was the first time she got a award here in MIF. In 2020, again she got an award. So these are kind of become the platforms for the filmmakers of this genre, and they can really showcase their work, and people can really look up internationally and find them out. And it's actually it acts as a stepping stone, and the sky is the limit. So this is one example with which I can say that MIF is a very, very good platform for documentary and the animation and the short films, especially in South Asia. But the way things are progressing, we are not far that it will be one of the best festivals across the world. And this will certainly be a platform which people will look up to attending for this event.
With the overall industry growing at a rapid pace, do you see more demand for film festivals, and how will the landscape for them develop in the coming years?
So of course, the as we are doing MIF, it's a biennial festival. So once in 2 years we organized it. There are already demands from the industry to make it a yearly event rather than a biennial. But yes, going back to your question, that there are a lot of film festivals which are now coming up remotely in India. People are increasingly becoming aware that film ecosystem, if created through a film festival, it just not lets the cinephiles view the films, but also it becomes a sort of a hub, a playground kind of a thing where the filmmakers can interact with each other. And as all of us are aware, filmmaking is like stitching a dream together. So you cannot have a stepwise process. You have to find the right set of people and right set of matchmaking for the whole unit, and that's how a film comes into a reality. So these film festivals are very, very important for that also, for our overall filming to improve, our filmmaking to improve, and after all, India's films improving overall. That helps a lot, the film festivals.
I believe the screenings this year for MIF are also going to be held in other parts of the country. Could you elaborate?
Yeah, so this year the Mumbai International Festival will also have its screenings in Delhi, the Serifort Auditorium, in Pune, the NFI Auditorium, in Chennai, the NFDC's Tagore Auditorium, and also in SRFTI Kolkata. There also will be having screenings. The essence of the programs like masterclasses and document film bazaar and the other ancillary main activities will be held in Mumbai campus also. But yes, it's indeed a wonderful opportunity for people to attend the festival even at these cities and see the wonderful selection of films, because as I told you, this time we have had films from 59 countries in 61 different languages. This year, incidentally, I'll also like to praise on record that we had record number of submissions, more than 1,000 this year, which is very, very encouraging for MIF. And we are in total, the program which we have selected is around 314 films. We have also curated best of the Oscar films, best of the Berlinale shorts. Film institutes across India are participating, so their films we have put best of their films. Even Babelsberg Film Institute, which is one of the top-notch colleges in Germany, across the world, there also a film package is coming. So internationally and both nationally, we have tried to curate packages of these documentaries and animation and the short films, which people will love to celebrate with us. So I would invite everyone in all these cities also to come and join us and watch this festival. And I would also like to tell you that the there is no delegate registration fee. There is a We have gone hugely digital in this edition of MIF, and the delegate registration can be done on a portal. It can be done through a mobile app, which is available at both the iOS and the Google Play Store. So people can download that, they can see the screenings, they can book their seats, they can register on that, they'll get their badges right there on the app. So all of that is integrated in the IT platform which the festival is providing.
The world is going through rapid technology evolution and adoption with the growth of AI, AR, VR, and other digital mediums. How does MIF plan to evolve, incorporate, and imbibe these new developments in the coming years?
So that's very important that all these new technologies are coming in. So the filmmakers, the conventional filmmakers, should get aware of that, and they can best utilize it to improve their filming, improve their film production. So, starting with last year in the Film Bazaar in IFI, wherein we included a separate vertical, which was the VFX and the technical pavilion. So, there was a pavilion provided in which various companies, or they sort of projected their technologies of virtual production of their technical equipments, and the kind of the VFX technologies which are upcoming. So it was a good chance for the filmmakers attending that kind of ecosystem to sort of go through these technologies available today. As we understood the importance of it and the relevance which it meant for the filmmakers there, so we have included such a thing in this film bazaar also. And apart from a total number of about 22 stalls are being put in the film bazaar's pavilion space, and most of them, like GoPro and other technologies, will be showcasing the products which they have for this advanced technologies, and I'm sure the filmmakers will benefit from it. So this will be here in the Mumbai campus, we'll be having those stalls also.
I'm sure people are going to be very excited to attend this edition of MIF. Thank you so much for this insightful discussion, Pritul.
Thank you so much, really, for MPA, and you also, that giving us the platform to be able to tell people what is the importance of MIF and how we are trying to make sure that everybody becomes a part of MIF. There's no guest; everybody comes here as and gets involved into the MIF family. So from your portal, we'd also like to request that more and more people should become part of it. That is what we are hoping for everybody to gain from it. Thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you.